What's going on, guys? I may need a longer video, may have to go into this a little bit more, but this is time to kick off this first question, and it's how to develop a good peaking cycle. Okay, real quick, we've been told 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, so on and so forth. Who came up with that? Why is that the average? Why was those things chosen? The reason why I want you to ask those questions is because we're sitting here doing things that others have done in the past because somebody else said, and then because somebody else said, or whatever. So therefore, we don't know our body. We need to learn our body. So you need to figure out a good peaking cycle for yourself. So the thing is if you was to have a rotation of very high reps to very low reps and repeat for however long you can, and see where you start to drop off and stay off, then you start to learn. But first, before you start that, you need to find the base of conditioning. What's going on, guys? So question number 27. Richard, what the hell do you eat? I have no idea right now. No, really. I told you guys that I'm working my way to become vegan. I am staying around my vegetable base, fruit base, and nuts and seeds and things like that. Nothing really strict or sticking to anything. I am human. I always like to ease into things. So, I have my occasional waffle, or I got this place down the street called Burrito Zone. Goodness. So, I'm not fully on it, but I just work my way into it. I like to make myself comfortable so I can stick with it. But yeah, nothing special. I have been doing a lot of fasting, 2-day fasts here and there, but that's pretty much it. But that's my answer, and I'm getting ready for yoga, so I see y'all guys later. What's going on? I am back. So question number 28, have I ever lifted in Olympic shoes? If so, how has my leverages changed from heels to flats? Okay, that's a great question. First off, about the first 6 to 7 years of my lifting career, I lifted in combat boots with the heel. So what I want people to understand, yes, that it is easier to get down in depth with the heel, but also with that heel, it cheats your range of motion, okay? So lifting in flats, if you lift with the heel, okay, what's actually gonna happen is you're gonna start to create more of a tightness in the tibialis, okay? So when you outside of those heels, you're gonna have more issues with mobility problems with the ankle flexion, okay? The dorsiflexion. So that's my answer. I'd rather have my natural range of motion than the heel, so that's my thoughts. I'm out. The boy is back and you're gonna get in trouble. Hey now, your boy is back. What's up, guys? Being silly tonight. So question number 29 is what do I recommend to stretch out the shoulders in order to get into position to squat? So keep it fairly easy. Use a yoga technique, and you want to do it as you squat. If it's too severe, just do it with the bar, but over time you'll get good mobility. But when you grab the bar, get a good comfortable position, and when you actually get ready to go into position, you want to exhale, relaxing those shoulders, okay? Exhale to relax those shoulders. That exhale allow you to get in position without any trauma to those joints, tendons, or whatever ligaments. So there you go. I'm out. Your boy's back. Okay. Time for question number 30, and it is, what is my routine like throughout the week as far as working out and things like that? So pretty simple. Mondays I squat, Tuesdays I do some upper back work, Wednesdays I bench, Thursdays I'll take it easy. Thursdays I'll do some secondary movements like triceps. Fridays or Saturdays I deadlift. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, early in the morning, I'll do some yoga, and that's pretty much it for right now as far as my schedule. But right now, I'm working my front office and I'm doing a little bit of yoga. Do y'all know it took me like 4 months to get in this position to be able to sit on my knees? Look at this. This boy is getting it. I mean, I'm doing it. Just wait. What's going on, guys? Okay, first off, sorry if I sound a little funny. Got a lot of going on up here. Snotty nose, runny nose, having ass right now. So I'm trying to work through this video real quick. So this video is video 30, and they want me to explain hypertrophy. Okay, he's actually one of my members, and keep it simple as possible. Just to give you a visual, what the result of it is say after you work out, you got a good pump in your arms, okay, your biceps, triceps, whatever. But what it is the enlargement of cells, okay. When you do high reps, less rest, okay, in between, and you're gorging that area with blood, okay. So what it does is, of course, it expands the muscles, but also it will build overall strength as well. So there you go. See y'all guys later. I'm gonna go blow my nose. Man, it is 38 degrees down here in Mississippi. This ain't cool. Like, man, I can't do it. I don't got any meat on my bone. For real, it goes straight to my bone marrow. I think I'm gonna take a step and my shin just gonna break in half. This ain't cool. Especially being up early. It's just like being up early and being cold just don't go together. It just don't like mix at all. Like, for real, it's like a double negative, and ain't no positive come out of this shit at all. For real, I'm out. What's going on, guys? All right, so question number 31. What event or person in my lifetime has changed the way I think and approach certain situations? First off, I would contribute to my size, my stature. When I was little, I was brought up in a very competitive neighborhood, and I always had to, troubleshoot. I was always thinking about how can I get better, be better, in order for me to play with everybody else and be competitive. So that made me question everything, always made me analyze everything and go through certain things. And also, it's things in life that happens make you slow down and question things. So it wasn't one person or one event, but there you go. See y'all guys later. Use those legs. Be careful. Come on. There we go. Fight it. Hold on, what? Fight it. Hold on. Yeah. There you go. Get the knee under there and let it rest. Let it rest. Drive. Push it. Awesome. What's going on? First off, I hope everybody had an amazing Thanksgiving. I did myself. I ate, slept, ate a little bit more, slept a little bit more, and spent time with family. So yeah, it was a great day. Also, shouts out to Barbell Life, and I'm gonna get on into the question. The question was, have I ever had any gym-related injuries? And out of all the things that I've done in my career, 17 years, with the weight to body weight ratio, if not the best, one of the best, I haven't had any gym injuries at all. So, of course, everybody have little tweaks and aches and things like that. But other than that, no gym injuries. And I will contribute that to really taking my time, really listening to my body, and doing what I feel is best. Later. Yeah. What's going on? Now that the Thanksgiving week is over, we can get our lives back on track. So time for question number 33. It is, how do we strengthen our lower glutes? Obviously, he's saying that his piriformis and upper glutes are overworked and tight. This is my question once I read this, is what is your goals? First, you got to understand what our goals are. What are we training for? Are we training for strength, or are we training for running, or we're training for whatever? So whatever you're training for, that's how you have to approach the lower glutes, okay? And you want to do it in the sense of using the body as a whole, okay? So if you're doing it for strength or for lifting, then you have to do it through the full range of motion, okay? I'm not big on isolation, so there you go. Let him. Wake up, wake up. It's time for question number 34. And the question is, do I believe in deloads? Why and why not? Deload is a new term, probably fresh in the past 2 to 3 years, okay? And I don't think of deload as deload, but what I think of deload is having a practical weight to where you can actually train the movement, okay? Yes, if you're training for power, training for strength, you want to lift heavy, but also you have to have those times where you can work the form, okay? And a lot of people deload and use it for speed, which I believe when you add speed, you mess up the practice of your form. So that's my answer. Later. What's going on, guys? Time for question number 35. Okay, the question is, what do I eat for breakfast and what do I eat for pre and post workouts? Okay, typically breakfast, it's fruits or vegetables, some type of fruits or vegetables, and you know I'm human, and I'll every now and then go over there to Waffle House, give me a waffle. It is what it is. So for pre-workout, before my workout, I really don't typically go out and just grab anything. If I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna work out. I just make sure I have water with me. And my post-workouts, usually I go down the street, I get something from Burrito Zone, mostly vegetable based, and every now and then some steak in that. But like I said, that's pretty much it. Nothing spectacular, but yeah. See y'all guys later.
What's going on, everybody? It's time for question number 36. 36 was what's the longest I had to sit out for an injury, and did I just sit out, or what did I do for it? Okay, back after the Australia meet, where I hit the 1471 total. It was actually the night of Seattle's first Super Bowl. I got talked into wrestling a 300-pound guy, and ended up twisting my knee. And from that moment, first I went ahead, did rum 7 or 8, I can't remember which one it was, but from that moment I rested all the way up until this year. Rested, of course I did a few things, but I've been stretching ever since and trying to work back up to getting things organized. Later.
What's going on? It is Monday morning and I'm still feeling the effects from this weekend, but it is time for question number 36, and it is how do you regulate your volume in training? How do you know the right amount of volume to do where you can recover and make great progress as far as strength? The thing is we can do everybody else's program all day long and say, hey, that's how you do it. But the thing is you have to understand, okay, your body. You have to choose your reps, your weight, and do it for weeks just to figure out volume, period. So gotta figure yourself out first and then go with, low reps and figure that out. Later. What's going on? What's going on? I'm getting ready for yoga. But on to question number 37. He states that he loved powerlifting and that he wants to be able to give back into powerlifting, but he don't know if that's possible, and he wanted to know my thoughts. First off, awesome. That's awesome. And also that's what my approach is that, and when I want, the way I want to give back is to actually give people back their minds. You know, we got a lot going on around the world, and we don't question enough. We just take things for granted and go with what people say. When you learn how to utilize your body and connect that with your mind, you become a better person. You become stronger mentally, physically, and that allows you to help more and more people. So that's my thoughts. Later. What's going on? It's time for question number 38, and it is, how do you find your base of strength? This question came from how do you I forgot, but how do you find your base of strength? So real quick, your base of strength is your conditioning. Okay, before I do my training programs, I do at least 2 weeks of 10-10s. I know I talk about 10-10s a lot, but what 10-10s does is allows me to find strength in my core, allows me to work on my form, allows me to know my body, know what I can push through, allows me to learn how to stay calm through fatigue. It just allows me to learn my body. It knows what I can push through, okay? So that's how you find your base of strength. When you get to your max on the other end, then you have no problems. Later. All right. It's time for question number 39. The question is, what do I do on my first week of 10 sets of 10? Okay, do I do any accessories? How many days a week? Blah, 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 blah. So I've been getting a lot of questions, and I refer a lot of answers to 10-10. So this is what I do. I only lift 3 times that week: squat, bench, and deadlift, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And all I do is just those movements, so I can practice on what I need to do, make sure I get all my reps. I go by feel, make jumps every 2 sets, okay, up in weight, and really fill out what I got. It's gonna be hard no matter what, and I just push it. It's just learning what I can do and what's my limit, and teaching myself how to drive through adversity. Later. Remember, question everything and experience your answer.